right. You know that a nigga like me can change your life, oh baby. Everything you do is amazing. I think you are.
I'm not a morning person, so you can have that.
Okay.
It's 7:15.
So that helps with your stomach.
I'll order that.
If you don't want to take any medication.
Okay, yeah. I need to probably.
So you could try probably Amazon because I think I got mine a little cheaper than this.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe you could try those and see if that helps.
But yeah, the baby is doing good. He's moving around right now. He moves around all the time. That's why I can't sleep because he's moving. Party all day.
My hands are cold. Okay, sorry.
It's fine.
He's partying at night.
That's his favorite time.
So you know when he's gonna be awake.
Right. I'm like, here we go.
The pressure's good.
Okay.
You all right?
Because I said he was fat. When I was in the bathroom, then that's when he started moving around. It's like, you.
And he's also starting not to have like a lot of room, and it's gonna start to feel like that tightness in your stomach.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
And then you're so tiny, so and then the baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little uncomfortable.
I definitely
but
feel
try
that
to find
tightness.
try to find that pill and see if that helps you if you don't want to take anything.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I was the same way. Like the Unisom, it would help me sleep, but in the mornings I would feel so like tired.
See, that's why
Still drowsy.
Yeah, I don't want to be too tired.
And then I couldn't. I was just like drowsy like, throughout the morning a little bit, and then it will go away once I shower.
Okay.
But yeah, just try the pillow first and see if that helps.
Okay.
And then I'll also let the provider know to see if she has any other things that maybe you can try out other than medication.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
You fat, man.
I'm 130 pounds.
She 180 pounds, y'all.
So my scale wasn't off at the house, so it wasn't off. You talking about, no, I'm not one.
That's crazy.
Can't say it on the camera. I told you need to do your push-ups. You and Nanny. Y'all was good.
Well, you weigh 130 pounds, so you can't be talking.
And I had a dream last night. It was just so weird. It was like some situation about this lady, and she was trying to use Royal as an example, and I thought she was my friend. I was just like, really? So you gonna bring up my child name? It was just...
She be in the movies, y'all.
Yes. And I don't know why, but I was trying to figure out a way to escape. I don't know. It was just crazy. I need to start watching Criminal Minds.
Yeah. Because you be having criminal dreams.
I I cannot remember everything, but I remember this lady. I gotta say, what is her name? Her name is Claire.
Remember the girl name and all?
Yes,
Dang.
that's weird. Isn't that weird? Why was she in my dream? She really is one of my clients for real estate. Yeah, you gotta get your hair done.
Slight drip. She got the drip too now. Stop the man.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
Who does she think she is charging $500 for a sweatsuit? She's not Gucci. She's not even a real designer.
This is an maternity drip.
Came through drip, drip, drip. Came through drip.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty well. In your third trimester.
Yes.
Just trucking along here.
Yeah.
Growing a whole human.
No. It's in there.
How uncomfortable are you getting?
I usually just get uncomfortable trying to sleep, but she told me to get a sleep pillow, and that can help. It's just a lot of weight on one side because I'm trying to stay on my left side.
So you know you don't have to stay on your left side, right?
I don't.
No, you can sleep on your head for all I care.
Okay, because sometimes I do switch over to the right and.
Well, we can't control how we sleep.
Okay.
You can barely control how you fall asleep.
Right.
You definitely can't control how you sleep.
Okay.
If it's dangerous for you / baby, it'll wake you up out of your sleep.
Right. Okay.
So you read things saying don't sleep on your back or don't lay down on your back. Try to be on your left side. It's all BS.
Okay.
Just rest.
Okay.
Yeah. So that alone should help.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
A sleep pillow will help too.
Okay.
I will tell you, for me, probably at this point in pregnancy, and I'm short, and I think it's harder when you are shorter.
Yeah.
You have less room for a baby.
Right.
I ended up getting like a twin size memory foam mattress topper just for my side of the bed. Because my husband was not interested in having that on his side of the bed.
Yeah.
My hips were killing me.
That's how mine
And everything just hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
And like you said, it was just so hard to get comfortable.
Okay.
That made a big difference for me.
Okay.
Big difference. And that was like a nice affordable,
Yeah.
just get the smallest size available for my side of the bed. If you didn't want it for the whole side of the bed or the whole bed, you know what I mean. And God, that would make a big difference. The only issue was then the bed was so high off the ground, I just like had to roll out.
Right.
Because you know it's so hard to get out of bed anyway. It's like I'm just gonna throw myself out and
Land on my feet.
catch myself. It was ridiculous watching me and get in the bed. I almost had to get like a running start.
Oh
it was
my
hysterical.
God. No.
I look like a
You'll
hot
help me
mess.
with it.
I know, right? I was like, babe, get behind, just push. Get me
Just
up
watch
in
me
there.
over.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Are you having any contractions at all?
Okay, how do the contractions feel? I'm not
So
sure.
things get tight.
Okay.
So a lot of people will tell me, oh, things just get tight every now and then.
Mhm.
That's a contraction.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, it's not a labor contraction. That's what we would call a Braxton Hicks.
Okay.
Now, sometimes they're painful. Sometimes it's an all-over tightness. Sometimes it's just cramping, almost like a period. Like a real contraction will usually come from the back and wrap around all the way and get really tight.
Mhm.
Last for about a minute and relax.
Yes.
It's kind of like a woo.
Yeah, yesterday I had some cramping in the car for just a little bit, so I was like, okay, well, but then it just went away.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that
That's
should
something.
happen.
Okay.
It's normal.
Okay.
So that's the only time you've had that? I thought you had it all the time, man.
No, the tightness, yeah, him getting tight or something like towards the end, but that cramp in the car was usually no.
Cramp is like a sharp pain, though. I thought.
I had that in the car. You remember?
Like tightness. You always having tightnesses.
And that's
No,
normal.
that's Braxton Hicks, what she's saying. Or I can get a cramp.
Oh, damn, please. No.
Okay. Well,
When you change your
it's hard to
positions,
explain.
you're gonna,
Yeah.
your stomach will get really hard.
Right.
Like when you lay down in just a second,
Mhm.
your belly's gonna get really hard.
Right.
So you're gonna have a contraction.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Okay.
When you get out of bed, anytime you change your position, the muscle's gonna go whoop for a minute and then relax.
Right.
That's
Okay.
normal.
Okay.
A lot of times people think that when their stomach gets really hard, that's like baby moving around. I'm sure baby is moving to some extent, but that's a muscle contraction.
Okay.
Remember the uterus is just a muscle. So all of that's completely normal. It may stay exactly how it is until it's go time, or you might notice a lot more of it.
Okay.
Any of that's normal.
Okay.
If it gets to the point where one day you're like, I'm having to breathe through these, like these are, I'm having to stop myself and go, whew.
Right.
Then it's either time to go have a baby.
You had those before, though.
Because if you're full term, great. We're not going to do anything about it. If you're not, or we're trying to decide if this is real labor or not, I want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, because usually it happens when we're dehydrated.
Okay.
And if we're overdoing it.
Right. See, overdoing it. I probably had that. Remember I was at work when I was working on my feet.
But even when you're not working, you be doing that sometimes.
Or I could be dehydrated, but it don't. I mean, I'm also little, so he's growing and tightening me anyway.
Because you should be having a solid 70 ounces of water a day, in addition to any other fluids that you're having.
Okay.
It's a good bit of water.
Right.
And that can be hard to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, from 19 weeks on, I contracted pretty much all day, every day.
Okay.
I had a toddler at home. I was doing this job on my feet constantly. It just contract.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It gets to the point where it can be uncomfortable or annoying, but there's nothing wrong with it. As long as it's not labor contractions. And I know, because it's like, you've done this before, it's kind of hard to suss out what's concerning or not. But just know that for labor, you won't be able to do other things.
Right. Like, I can't even catch my breath. I know what
and I'm not even saying because it's so painful. I'm just saying you won't be able to distract yourself with other things.
Okay.
That's the difference. If you really are having to pause, focus on what your body's going through, breathe through it. A lot of times we don't hear what people are saying to us in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, really tune out. And I mean, anytime you've ever had like bad pain in your life, that's something that people do as like a coping mechanism, but it's the same flavor.
Okay.
So expect all that. Expect movements to potentially slow down.
Okay.
Baby's gonna run out of room.
Okay.
Yeah. So this doesn't happen to everybody, but for some people, instead of like the big like craziness, it's more of the wiggle roll.
Okay.
And that counts as a movement. When we talk about daily kick counts, I kind of wish we would call it daily movement counts, but kick counts has stuck around, so I guess we're sticking with it at this point. So a shoulder roll counts as one. A whole body roll counts as one. And we just want you to be able to get 10 of those movements in a 2-hour period.
Yes.
Please do not obsessively count these. But make sure as the day progresses, baby's moving.
Right.
And if you have a day where you go, you know what, normally by this time of day, this kid's gone crazy.
Right.
What's going on in there?
Okay.
That's when I really want you to kind of tune in, turn off TV, noises, lay down, hands on belly, and I want you to really focus on movements.
Okay.
Drinking really cold things helps get baby jazzed up. Taking a bath helps.
Okay.
Let's see, sugary caffeine things too.
Okay.
Anything kind of jazz kid up.
Okay. Is there a way I can know his weight at all?
Hey, you talking about those things?
Yeah.
That what you need?
Support belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
Okay.
So they do help.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right, I told you. I'll walk like this. He's like, do you really have to walk like this? And sometimes, yes. I'm like,
it can feel like, there's
heavy.
a head coming out your vagina.
Yeah.
Because it kind of is.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's a lot of pressure on the pelvis.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get that.
And your hips are separating. Like, things are physically separating, which is why we walk like that when we're pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah. I will give you my best guesstimate for this kid's size.
Okay.
So when you come in and we put our hands on you, that's a way better predictor of size than ultrasound, and we just don't do ultrasounds for figuring out baby's weight.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
What else you got for me?
How do we go about
the handicap
sticker? Yeah.
I have the thing from the DMV. I don't know. They said I have to get something from my doctor.
So why do you think you need that? Because we pretty much never do them.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I just feel like the further along, I really don't want to have to walk so far and have to.
Now, a lot of stores have those like
with COVID, it's already hard enough trying to.
Hey, I hear you on that one. A lot of places have like maternity or new mom parking spaces, so look for that. Take advantage of stores that have curbside pickup. Do more of that. If walking is really an issue, then that's more of the issue than in the store than it is in the parking lot. So of course you don't have to wear your mask when you're outside. You're just gonna mask up once you get inside. Yeah, this mask life is BS, and doing it when you're pregnant is even harder.
Sometimes he's not with me, so like in the rain or like in the. I was just trying to see if it'll make it easier for me.
I've done it twice in the 8 years I've been here. Once was for somebody who worked at KSU. She was a professor there, and her parking space was literally 3 miles from where she taught, and that was just a little too far.
Right.
Like 2.5 miles too far, maybe 2 3/4 miles too far. And then another person had to have a walker because her pubic bone separated so significantly that she couldn't walk without a walker. Otherwise, you actually need to be doing that walking.
Okay.
I know it's exhausting and hard, trust me, but it's good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any more questions or anything.
Well, let's do the fun part. Let's check this kid out. Alright, pull this up for your leg. And if you'll lay back for me. Okay. We'll measure and listen. You know how much you weighed when you were born?
No.
Yeah, ask your mom.
I had to ask my mom.
You should find out. We tend to have babies that are the size of our baby daddy.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
she said he was pretty large. I mean, he didn't want to come out. His shoulders, so she had to get a C-section.
Did she have diabetes?
No, but he just did not want to. I guess his shoulders were, and he was very long. She was saying he's very long, baby. So.
This kid's definitely head down.
Oh gosh.
That's also why you're like feeling that way.
Yeah.
You know? So like this is a butt right here. This is this kid's head.
Okay.
Do you know what you're having, by the way?
A boy.
Okay. I still have it all over your chart that you don't know what you're having, so I will take all those alerts off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And right now his back is right here.
Okay.
Just moved a hand. There's a foot right there.
What?
And they get in some crazy little
Yeah.
frog-like positions.
Out.
And right now he is right. Oh, thank you. You're kicking me. Right at like high 3s, like just shy of 4 pounds.
Okay, good.
Which is normal.
Right. That's what it says on my app thing. So.
And as we get closer, you know, we'll give you an idea, like our best guesstimate of how big this kid is gonna be.
So that's good. Well, his size right now is good.
Yep. Okay. And you're measuring right at 31.
Okay. Good.
So if anybody tells you you're too small, tell them to just shut it.
Yeah.
You clearly have a busy baby, and we've probably just done your like kick counts for the day.
Yeah, he's been moving this whole time.
Sounds good. Heart rate's right at 160.
Okay.
162. Sounds really good. Yeah, typically when we're still is when they get really crazy.
Okay.
When we're up and moving, it's like we're rocking them to sleep.
Okay.
So, see if that's when I get in trouble.
No one knows.
Because I break a very expensive device.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You didn't see anything. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Okay, thank you.
Alright, so next appointment is in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Around the 36-week mark is when we'll start seeing you every week.
Okay.
It's gonna be here before we know it.
Is there any way we could just keep these times, like these early appointments?
So I'm a huge fan of booking several appointments in advance.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. We could do that.
Because that actually really helps us too.
Right. Okay.
So if you wanted to book an appointment, so 2 weeks from now, that'll be 33 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks after that,
Yeah.
35 weeks. And then it's going to be every week after that. So depending on how ambitious you want to be as far as booking appointments,
Well, we can go ahead and
book them out as far as you can. I don't know that we have our December schedule open yet, but we do have the November one.
Okay.
So we can at least book through there.
Okay.
And then as it gets closer and we do open that, which should be in the next week or so, you could go ahead and book that out.
Okay.
No, we actually really love that because we get booked up quickly.
Right.
And then it's hard for you to find times that are going to work for you.
Everything's so good, so.
Well, wonderful. And have you figured out what hospital you want to deliver at yet? Still
No, I didn't.
figuring out?
Well, how do you go about that?
She gave me 2 options.
Yeah, we deliver at North Fulton Hospital and Emory Johns Creek.
Which one is closer to Chamblee or like
could we
in
do-
like Shallowford area? Do you know?
North Fulton a little
Fulton,
bit.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was trying to ask her which one would be closer to us.
Well, which one would? It's mostly
Well,
Emory.
it's like equidistant actually now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Because Emory, you just do a straight shot up Peachtree Parkway. Right? It's like you go
That's
Peachtree
I'm
and
not
Parkway,
sure
I'm
about.
familiar with
And then
Emory,
it's-
so.
Yeah, I would rather.
So like here's the
Emory
thing.
instead of
We're,
North Fulton.
here's what you're talking about. Doctors versus midwives.
Okay.
That needs to be your thinking.
Right.
The midwives only deliver at North Fulton Hospital.
Okay.
And then the doctors deliver at Emory.
Okay.
And you've been primarily, well, actually you've been seeing a mix of everybody.
No,
So you have to decide
yeah.
what you want. Now,
What is the
Well, how
difference?
does it? Yeah.
the main difference is your chances of getting a C-section are a good bit higher at Emory than they are at North Fulton.
See, and
that's not
Oh.
because of us as a practice.
No,
it's
but I
because
know
of
what
the
you mean.
hospital.
They're like.
Yeah. So North Fulton C-section rate is 8%,
Mm-hmm.
and Emory Johns Creek is like mid-30s,
Okay. Wow.
Okay,
which
but
is pretty
how?
standard for
How
the
would
US.
that? What if you had to get one? Then you would have to get sent to Emory.
No, they'll still do it, but she's saying.
The doctors
They're not
deliver
going to
both
push
places.
for it as
Yeah,
far
they'll
as
push
easy.
more.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I see.
You just get a lot more attention and hand holding at North Fulton than you would at Emory.
Okay, well, that's probably where I'm going to go. Thank
Word.
you.
I mean, I wouldn't have a baby literally at any other hospital
Okay,
besides
yeah.
North Fulton.
Yeah.
And I've worked at all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what-
Yeah.
Because they'll
And I don't know if
try-
you're trying to have drugs or not. If you're not,
No.
then for sure North Fulton.
Okay, not really not.
Any interest in a water birth?
No.
Yes, we were interested, but they said I could do that in the hospital, right?